Careface CVP. Subscribe, like, comment, and let the whole world know about Careface CVP.
Did you know this? History of Jamaican sound system. In Jamaican popular culture, a sound system is a group of disc jockeys, engineers and MCs playing ska, rocksteady or reggae music. The sound system is an important part of Jamaican culture and history. Did you know this? The sound system concept first became popular in the 1940s. In the parish of Kingston, DJs would load up a truck with a generator, turntables, and huge speakers and set up street parties. Did you know this? Tom the Great Sebastian, founded by Chinese-Jamaican businessman Tom Wong, was the first commercially successful sound system and influenced many sound systems that came later. Tom Wong, half Chinese-Jamaican and half Afro-Jamaican, he played music and got started in the music business by taking his equipment out to parties. Did you know this? Tom played rhythm and blues, loved by the ghetto folk and music intended to attract a more upper-class audience such as merengue and calypso. Google Tom the Great Sebastian today. Did you know this? The sound system remained successful when the conservative BBC-modeled Jamaican establishment radio refused to play the people's music, while DJs could play whatever they wanted and favored local sounds such as reggae. The sound systems were big business. The promoter or DJ made his profit by charging admission and selling food and alcohol. Did you know this? By the mid-1950s, sound systems were more popular at parties than live musicians. The second half of the decade, custom-built systems began to appear from the workshops of specialists such as Hedley Jones, who constructed wardrobe-sized speaker cabinets known as Houses of Joy. It was also around this time that Jamaica's first superstar DJ and MC, Count Machuki, rose to prominence. Did you know this? Winston Cooper, better known as Count Machuki or Count Machuki, he was a Jamaican DJ. He was born in 1929 in Kingston, Jamaica. He began working on sound systems in the 1950s. Did you know this? As time progressed, sound systems became louder, capable of playing bass frequencies at 30,000 watts or more, with similar wattage attainable at the mid-range and high frequencies, and far more complex than their predecessors. Competition between these sound systems was fierce, and eventually two DJs emerged as the stars of the scene. Did you know this? The popularity of a sound system was mainly contingent on one thing: having new music in order to circumvent the release cycle of the American record labels. Did you know this? As sound systems continued to gain in popularity through the 1960s and 1970s, they became politicized in many instances. The DJs would often satirize current affairs and local events, taking on a singing newspaper role. Many sound systems and their owners were labeled as supporters of a particular political party such as the PNP or the JLP, but most of the sound systems tried to maintain political neutrality. Did you know this? An important part of sound system culture is the sound clash, an organized battle between two systems. The Guinness Sounds of Greatness is one of many such clashes. In 2009, the Guinness Clash was organized into 3 parts: a juggling round, where each system gets 15 minutes to get the crowd going; tune fee tune, exchange of commercial releases; and dub fee dub, when the systems alternate. Specials done specifically for the sound system playing the recording. Did you know all that? Well, if you didn't know, now you know.
Brought to you by Careface CVP. Subscribe, like, comment, and let the whole world know about us. Careface CVP.